You live here, on this tiny blue world drifting through the dark. Everything you've ever known, every city, every ocean, every memory is contained within this fragile sphere. But step back for a moment and ask yourself, how small is Earth really when compared to everything that exists? How far does the universe stretch beyond what our eyes can ever see? Let's zoom out together. Our journey begins with the moon, that silent companion that has watched humanity rise and fall for thousands of years. You see it almost every night, glowing softly above the horizon. It feels close, so close that you could almost reach it. But the truth is far stranger. The moon is about 384,400 kilometers away. You could line up 30 Earths in the space between us. If you drove a car at a steady 100 kilometers per hour, it would take more than 5 months of non-stop driving to reach it. Yet 12 human beings have already stood there, looked back at our planet, and watched home rise above the lunar horizon like a fragile jewel suspended in endless black. From that distance, Earth fits comfortably under your thumb. If you tried to talk to someone back on Earth from the moon, your voice would take about 2.5 seconds to reach them. Just enough delay to remind you of how far you've truly come. But go a little farther, beyond the moon, beyond the comfortable reach of our planet's gravity, and you'll find Mars, the red world. That faint orange dot you sometimes see in the night sky is, on average, 225 million kilometers away. At its most distant, 401 million. If humans ever step onto that cold surface, they'll be nearly 1,000 times farther from home than the Apollo astronauts were. Messages will take about 20 minutes to cross the void in either direction, making real-time conversation impossible. When you stand there and look up, Earth is nothing more than a pale speck of light, distant, delicate, and silent. Farther still drifts a tiny machine built by us, Voyager 1. Launched in 1977, it's now more than 138 times farther from the sun than we are. That's 138 astronomical units, over 22 billion kilometers away. On its long journey, it turned its camera back toward home and took one of the most profound photographs ever captured. A small blue point of light suspended in a beam of scattered sunlight. Carl Sagan called it the pale blue dot. Everything we are, every human, every dream, every story exists on that dot. And from that distance, our world looks smaller than a pixel. Voyager 1 speeds through the darkness at 17 kilometers per second, yet even at that astonishing velocity, it won't escape the solar system for another 30,000 years. The space around it isn't empty though. It's a vast ocean of dust, radiation, and frozen particles drifting between the stars. Beyond this frontier lies our stellar neighborhood, where distances grow so immense that we measure them not in kilometers, but in light years. The distance light travels in a single Earth year, about 9.46 trillion kilometers. Our nearest stellar neighbor, Proxima Centauri, sits 4.24 light years away. Even if Voyager 1 were heading straight toward it, it would take over 70,000 years to arrive. If you somehow drove a car there at highway speed, you wouldn't make it before the universe itself aged into silence. When we zoom out far enough, we see the Milky Way, a colossal spiral of dust and light stretching over 100,000 light years across. Inside it are more than 100 billion stars and an estimated 100 billion planets. And somewhere near one of its faint outer arms, orbiting an ordinary yellow star, is the small blue dot we call home. The faint yellow bubble around us marks the edge of humanity's radio reach, the farthest distance our voice has ever traveled. Everything beyond that distance is deaf to our existence. To any intelligent life out there, we simply don't exist yet. But the Milky Way itself is not alone. It drifts among dozens of nearby galaxies in what astronomers call the local group, a community of about 54 galaxies spanning 10 million light-years across. The Andromeda Galaxy, the largest of our neighbors, is 2.5 million light-years away, moving closer to us every second. In 4 billion years, our two galaxies will collide and merge into one giant cosmic city of stars. Zoom out even farther, and the local group becomes just a single thread in the immense Virgo supercluster, an ocean of hundreds of galaxy groups spanning 110 million light-years across. But even this massive formation is just a quiet corner of something vastly larger, the Laniakea supercluster, a cosmic continent of more than 100,000 galaxies, stretching 520 million light-years from end to end. Within this breathtaking structure, rivers of galaxies flow along invisible gravitational currents, like cosmic highways guiding matter through the universe. And yet, everything we've seen so far, the planets, the stars, the galaxies, all of it fits within what we call the observable universe, a sphere of everything light has had time to reach us from since the Big Bang. It contains roughly 2 trillion galaxies, each filled with billions of suns. The diameter of this cosmic horizon is 93 billion light-years, but beyond it, beyond what we can see, there may be much, much more. The observable universe is not the boundary of everything that exists. It's simply the edge of what light has revealed to us so far. Beyond that lies a realm forever hidden, expanding faster than light itself. The galaxies there are moving away so quickly that their light will never reach us. Not in a trillion years, not in eternity. They exist, but they are forever out of reach, like a dream fading before we wake. According to the theory of cosmic inflation, proposed by Dr. Alan Guth, the true universe could be at least 150 sextillion times larger than what we can see. That's a 1 followed by 23 zeros. Imagine holding a small glass sphere, a light bulb glowing softly in your hands. Inside that light bulb is everything we've ever observed, every galaxy, every star, every human. Now imagine that light bulb floating at the center of an object the size of Pluto. And even that comparison might still be too small. That's how vast the hidden universe could be. And somewhere within that unimaginable immensity, we exist. You, me, everyone who has ever lived. All inside a fragile world orbiting an average star in a quiet corner of a galaxy that's just one of trillions. The scale is humbling, but it's also beautiful. Because even though we are small, our curiosity is enormous. We've looked across billions of light years, measured the afterglow of creation itself, and sent our voice out into the dark. We may be tiny, but as long as we keep exploring, as long as we keep looking up, we'll always belong to something infinite.